Hello, neighbors, and welcome to Dungeons Without Dragons, a tabletop role-playing game podcast focused on fun. This podcast is brought to you by the STVN Network and listeners like you. Thank you. We hope you enjoy today's program. Hey neighbors, this is Steven, and welcome to episode 1 of season 1 of Dungeons Without Dragons. And today we are going to start our campaign 1980X, but before we get into it, we are actually going to be talking with Sam, who is our dungeon master, really quick to get everybody familiarized with Dungeons & Dragons in case you are new to the game. So Sam, what is Dungeons & Dragons?
So Dungeons & Dragons is this tabletop RPG role-playing game made back then in, what was it, the 70s, 80s?
1970.
1970. Thank you. I'm bad with dates.
Let me think.
No, but yeah, basically it's a game where
might predate this.
someone that basically controls and writes the whole entire story is the DM, or the Dungeon Master, or now known as the Game Master in some circles. Basically writes and tells a story to a bunch of players, and basically they write a whole story together and, rather fight monsters and what that... Oh, it was in 84.
74.
74.
Oh, wow.
I'm bad at reading lips as well, apparently.
Sorry.
But yeah, so it's basically just you write a story with your friends in the most basic way through the role of dice or improv.
Nice. And Sam, what is your role as Dungeon Master?
So basically I curate this story to the 4 people sitting in front of me, which now is way more intimidating. No, but yeah, basically I'm curating a story based around how they react to what the prompts that I've written into the dice rolls.
Sounds good. Okay. And then finally, what level of experience do you need to play Dungeons & Dragons?
You really don't. When I started out, I had no idea what I was doing, but that's the cool thing about Dungeons & Dragons is that there are a ton of books out there that'll actually help you learn kind of what you're doing, and that's what I found to be super useful when I started out.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Sam, and thank you for being the DM and the creator of the story. We're looking very forward into getting into the story. Yes, round of applause for Sam, everybody. Yeah. And the crowd goes nuts. Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to introduce our players. So we are going to want to know your real name, who are you playing as, and how long have you been playing D&D? So Quentin, we'll start with you.
And what's your major?
Yeah, and what's your major? Yeah. Name, major, hometown. Yeah.
My name is Quentin Hoagland, and I am not in school right now. My character's name is Bruce Rothenell, and he is a mixed elf. His dad was a wood elf. His mom was a high elf. And I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons for probably 2 or 3 years now. Sam and I have played a bunch of campaigns together. The first time he DM'd, I was in his party, and we've done this for a long time together. So it's a really great game. It's very spontaneous and entertaining. And as a theater nerd / improvisational comedian, I enjoy it very much.
Awesome. Well, glad to have you here.
I'm glad to be here.
And Haley, let's go ahead and go with you.
Name, age, hometown. Where do I start? Okay.
Yeah.
All at the same time.
Yes. My name is Haley Pace Rogers, or HPR. My character's name is Haparo. I am a mountain dwarf sorcerer, and I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm brand new, brand spanking new.
Awesome.
Welcome.
Welcome. We're glad to have you, Haley. And then Ellie, let's go ahead.
I'm Ellie Lamb. I am a nursing major going back late. And, mustard to give a shit. So, but anyway, I'm playing a character named Susie, with the spelling paying homage to Sue from Susie and the Banshees. And I'm a half-elf monk.
Awesome. And then that leaves me. So my name is Stephen English. I am playing as Maxwell Pixelton, who is president of the AV Club that we'll be getting into here pretty soon. And I've played Dungeons & Dragons a few times, but I've actually, fun fact, never finished a campaign. So I am looking forward to actually seeing a D&D campaign go all the way through. So I'm looking really forward to it. And Sam, let's tell us about the world of 1980X.
So the world of 1980X is basically, I took big inspiration from Dimension 20's first season of Fantasy High. It's basically a John Hughes, Robert Zemeckis '80s movie set in the world of fantasy. There's every single race in Dungeons and Dragons fifth edition is involved, but it's the norm at that point, and so this is actually set in the world of Winterfell, and a small town of Lakefield.
Okay, awesome.
And so, yeah. Do you want me to get into the whole big old monologue?
Let's go. Yeah, let's get started. Let's do it.
Sick. So, the town of Lakefield is a small community built between two bodies of water. Lake Rory, the larger body of water, lies north, and Lambert Cove, a smaller body, is southeast of the town. It's rather a quiet community, but today the air is filled with excitement, at least for the parents. It is the first day of school, and Lakeland is home of the luxurious Lakeland Adventuring Academy, where students learn how to defend themselves against the evil that may lurk outside the woods of Lakefield. While the academy is home of the Lakefield Gricks, the 5-time state champion in our fictional game of war.
Go Gricks.
Yeah,
Go Gricks.
We'll come up with a chant at some point.
Yeah.
At the end of every summer, students new and returning will receive a letter from the Academy's dean, Tobias Strongfold, that reads, "As the summer months come to an end, I would like to personally welcome all of you back to the Lakefield Adventuring Academy. This year, we will be welcoming all the new staff members after last year's senior prank went horribly wrong, so please give them a warm introduction and show them what it means to be a real Grick. And as always, I look forward to seeing all of you in introductory assembly tomorrow morning as we welcome the class of 1980X.
So that does it for episode 1 of Dungeons Without Dragons. We hope you all enjoyed getting to know the story and the world and introducing to the players. You can find me on all the social media networks using the handle at STVN0092. Be sure to follow for more content from the STVN network. The STVN network is also on Patreon. You can support our work monthly and receive bonus episodes. This keeps our content independent and ad-free. Go to patreon.com/STVN for more information, and we will see you all in the next one. Bye.